Eric Adams becomes the first New York City mayor to be criminally charged while in office. The unsealed indictment reveals the charges, including conspiracy to commit wire fraud, solicitation of a contribution by a foreign national, bribery, and more.
Looking live now at Gracie Mansion, where the mayor spoke earlier today, joined by supporters from the faith community. Adams said the federal charges were not a surprise, and he is planning to fight the case.
We have team coverage for you of the charges and reaction from Gracie Mansion to the prosecutor's office and more. Marcia Kramer has analysis of the political fallout for Adams.
Let's begin at U.S. District Court along Foley Square. Alice Gaynor was there as prosecutors laid out the case. Alice, we just learned that the mayor will be in court tomorrow.
That's right. We just got it confirmed that Mayor Eric Adams will appear before a judge tomorrow here at federal court in Lower Manhattan sometime around noon. Earlier today, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, the FBI, and the city's Department of Investigation all spoke at a news conference. They did not take any questions from reporters, but they did note this is yet another example, a stinging example of the fact that no one is above the law.
The indictment, more than 50 pages long, accuses Mayor Adams of seeking and accepting improper gifts like luxury travel and illegal campaign contributions from wealthy foreign business people and at least one Turkish government official. A timeline displayed of Adams' alleged undisclosed travel dating back to 2016 lists about $100,000 in benefits. Travel to India, France, Hungary, Turkey, Ghana, and China.
The mayor had a duty to disclose these gifts on his annual public disclosure forms so that the public could see who was giving him what.
U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams, says there were strings attached, with the Turkish government official allegedly telling Adams it was his turn to support Turkey, that in 2021, this official was trying to open a new Manhattan high-rise housing Turkey's consulate in time for a visit from that country's president.
But the FDNY's fire safety professionals wouldn't let the building open because the building hadn't passed an inspection. And not just that. Some of the people at the FDNY thought the building had so many issues and defects that the building was not safe to occupy.
Adams is accused of pressuring the fire department.
The FDNY professionals were convinced that they would lose their jobs if they didn't back down. And so they did. They got out of the way and let the building open.
The mayor held a news conference defending himself, repeating his mantra often stated at press conferences that he follows the law, but was first interrupted by hecklers before he began and at other times throughout.
This is a youth thing, Eric Adams.
I ask New Yorkers to wait to hear our defense before making any judgments. From here, my attorneys will take care of the case so I can take care of the city. My day-to-day will not change. I will continue to do the job for 8.3 million New Yorkers that I was elected to do.
He was surrounded by supporters.
I've known this young man for over 40 years. I come with a heavy heart today, but my head is not unbowed.
All right.
He's going to have his day in court, and we're going to stand by him.
The U.S. Attorney also had this message for anyone who may know something. Come forward now before it's too late. He says this investigation is very much ongoing. Live in Lower Manhattan, Alice Gaynor, CBS News, New York.
Okay, Alice, thank you.
Well, despite the mayor's news conference there with supporters saying that he should be given a chance to prove his innocence, an avalanche of demands for him to resign has poured in.
Political reporter Marcia Kramer here now to talk about this reality, an indicted mayor staying in office. Marcia, how does that work? How can he possibly continue to run the city?
Well, you heard him say that he's going to handle running the city, and he's going to let his legal team handle the court stuff. Now, he's also argued in the past few weeks that since this investigation began 10 months ago, he's run the city, that crime is down, jobs are up, tourism is up. He wants to continue doing that. But let's talk about the reality. The reality is that he has a lot of empty positions to fill, and here's the question. Who's going to want to take those jobs? I mean, he needs a new health commissioner. He needs a new corporation counsel. He needs a new counsel. He's looking for a full-time police commissioner. And the question is, will people take that job while he's under a cloud? We don't know.
What about Governor Hochul? Doesn't she have a say in this?
She does have a say, and she has the ability to remove him from office. She could remove him for 30 days and then have a hearing. But earlier, nobody knows whether she's going to do it or not, but earlier today, this is what she had to say about it.
This is a very serious matter that is unfolding. As the governor of the state of New York, I have a unique responsibility here to make sure I do right by all people in this great state. And I also represent 8.3 million New Yorkers. When they elected me to be their governor, I became the governor of this entire state, including all the residents of New York City. And I want them to know this. I will be deliberative, I'll be thoughtful, but we're going to come to the right resolution on what to do in this moment.
So there's a lot going on here, Marcia. This is not just about New York City. There's a national presidential election. There's Congress up for grabs. New York last time, 2 years ago, Hochul got the blame for losing seats in Congress in New York and thus the balance of power. So she's got a balancing act unlike any other.
Well, that's totally in what she's also worried about. And she's also worried about the fact that she doesn't want to be blamed for losing these seats as well. So I think that, to your point, that's going to weigh heavily on whether she decides at this point in time to wade into that or to use her resources to try to flip those seats so she doesn't get blamed for the loss again.
I mean, what's the right decision? Politically, from her standpoint, that is just unbelievable, right?
So she's got to balance it. That's why I think, truthfully, she's going to take her time and she's not going to announce any decision precipitously.
Okay, wait and see, Marcia. Thank you.
All right, and as you heard, calls are growing for the mayor tonight to resign.
And many in his own party want him to step down. Jennifer Bisram at City Hall with that part of the story.
I ask the mayor to seriously and honestly consider whether full attention can be given to our deserving New Yorkers.
That from New York City Council Speaker Adrian Adams Thursday after Mayor Eric Adams, the 110th mayor of New York City since 2022, was indicted on federal charges.
Anyone accused of a crime deserves due process, the presumption of innocence, and the ability to defend themselves. The people of our city must be the priority of government.
Many city leaders calling on the mayor to step down.
He's got to step aside and do it immediately. The longer he stays in, the worse it gets.
I've called for him to step down, and I think that's what he should do if he truly cares about New Yorkers.
He should be removed from office. Mayor of New York City is the most full-time job. It is 24/7, 365.
Others saying the federal indictment will not be a distraction for him.
They've been trying to take him out, starting at the ankles, right up to the knees, right up to the throat. So, no, I don't. I think the mayor could still do his job.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer releasing this statement. No one is above the law, including the mayor of New York City. The charges are serious, and the legal process should now play out speedily and fairly. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries is saying Adams is entitled to the presumption of innocence, adding a jury of the mayor's peers will now evaluate the charges in the indictment and ultimately render a determination. In the meantime, I pray for the well-being of our great city. Adams responded to the charges outside Gracie Mansion at a contentious news conference Thursday morning and then posted on X, "You have now heard the news about today's indictment. Let me be clear, I know I've done nothing wrong, and I am committed to continuing to fight on behalf of New Yorkers as your mayor."
That was Jennifer Bisram reporting, and our coverage continues now as prosecutors say the mayor not only broke the law, but also tried to cover up evidence.
And they say he did not act alone in that regard. Investigative reporter Tim McNicholas live now at Gracie Mansion with a breakdown of why that part of the indictment is so significant. Tim.
Maurice and Christine, federal investigators say Adams created a paper trail to falsely suggest he'd paid for his travel, and they say he assured a staffer that he had a practice of deleting any text messages he sent to that staffer. Legal experts say details like that could be key to the prosecution.
We're going to comply and be as transparent as possible.
Mayor Adams touted transparency at this November news conference, but prosecutors paint a different picture of what happened just days earlier. The indictment says Adams gave federal investigators his personal cell phone, but claimed he had forgotten the password because he'd changed it days earlier to keep his staff from deleting the contents of his phone. Investigators say that's just one of several examples of efforts to conceal criminal conduct.
He allegedly took steps to conceal those illegal contributions and personal benefits and involved city employees and campaign staff in that concealment.
Prosecutors also say the mayor's campaign fundraiser called Adams 5 times while the FBI was at her door with a search warrant. According to the indictment, she then spoke to FBI agents but refused to say who paid for her 2021 travel to Turkey. Investigators say another person, described as an Adams staffer, also agreed to speak to the FBI but excused herself to a bathroom and, while there, deleted the encrypted messaging app she had used to communicate with Adams.
Well, concealment is the essence of fraud. If it were openly disclosed, it would not be fraud. So the act of concealment reveals not only fraudulent intent, but also perhaps consciousness of guilt.
Prosecutors say the mayor's improper personal travel benefits included free international flights and free or discounted stays at high-end suites at the St. Regis Istanbul Hotel. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams says Adams also emailed a staffer directing her to send money to pay for flights he'd taken to Turkey.
As the indictment makes clear, that's just a clumsy cover-up.
There's no corruption. This is not a real case. We're going to see everybody in court.
So one lingering question is who, if anyone else, will be charged. The indictment doesn't name anyone besides Adams, but tonight at 6, we will have some more details on some of the people described in the indictment. Christina Maurice.
Okay, Tim, thank you.
And all told here, if Mayor Adams is convicted on all the charges in the indictment, he could face up to 45 years in prison at sentencing.
And New Yorkers are reacting to the indictment against the mayor. As you may expect, feelings are mixed.
We got to give him a fair shot. You know, I think he's really been working hard and trying to do what he can for the city. And let's give him a fair shot.
The fact that all his head top people have resigned or retired, that tells me, as a New Yorker, something's up.
Generally, I don't think that Eric Adams has been doing a good job. So I think that it's a generally good thing. I'm excited to see where it goes.
I do expect better from him. And I'm hoping that it's false and it's not actually correct. So I'm hoping for that purpose, because supporting your neighborhood is very important. And as a mayor, we look up to you. So we're open and expecting that it's not what it is.
More team coverage is ahead, from an early morning visit from the feds to a contentious news conference in the driveway. We'll walk you through the day and how it all played out at Gracie Mansion. Plus an in-depth look at the players involved in the case, all ahead in the next half hour. And then on our website, you can read the complete indictment. Plus you can watch today's news conferences in their entirety at cbsnewyork.com.